Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I just seen something pop up on X there, and I was like, "What was that?" That popped up, and it see in the corner it says that I was live.
Oh,
Well, they say live on X, and it says uh, Bushcraft family is hosting morning news with Bushcraft.
woohoo!
Oh, it just went off. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hope it's
Let
still
me
working.
let me go check.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yep, you're on.
Yep, it's there. It's just the notification went away on X.
Yep.
Oh, we got Dana B, Jennifer, Bubble Bibble, Pat. Good to see you.
Good
B
morning.
Mitch
Hey,
and
Mitch.
Crazy Irish and Copycat.
Hey,
Hey,
woohoo.
Copycat.
Copycat.
Oh, no.
I didn't do it.
The video I wanted to show. Oh, there we go. I got it back.
Okay, woo. I was gonna say that's what you get for not looking at it.
With that, let me go ahead and put that up here before it disappears again.
Right?
Um, there it is. Here. Let's and I gotta mute it because it's I think it's Frank Sinatra is playing, and I know I'll get hit with that one. But this lady uh walks around uh high populated areas, and she wears vintage clothing from the 50s, 60s, 40s, different time, and just watches gets the reaction to people and whatnot. And again, fortunately, I have to mute it.
Kind of stinks that you have to mute the music.
Yeah, see how everybody is like, "Wow, look at her clothes,"
Mm-hmm.
and it'll amaze you how much the people actually comment how nice she looks and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to say I don't want to seem mean or anything, but even in the 80s, uh, when going to school, the
Mm-hmm.
girls would dress up to go to school.
Yep.
Nowadays they wear. You'd be lucky if you ever see them without PJs on,
Yeah.
or in their hairs are just up in a bun, and that's the gist of it. And you see this lady walking through these places, and everybody's like at awe at how nice she
Mm-hmm.
looks. And
Yep.
that's the way they used to dress, you know.
If you run into the corner market, you got dressed up.
Yeah,
To go to the corner market just for 5 seconds, yes.
yeah. And it wasn't that they were trying to pick up a guy or anything. It's just that was how they didn't just
A respect for yourself
yeah.
in a way.
Not saying we don't have that or anything anymore, but it's changed a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I live in sweatpants and everything too. To go to the store, if we go out for the weekend to go to the grocery store, I'll put clothes
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
Yeah.
And like I was looking at this, I'm like, except for the one that had really weird cartoon looking things on it. I don't know if that's what it was, but that's what it looked like to me. But the rest of those look really nice. I mean,
Yep.
even for today's times.
Yep.
Ugh.
You
Yeah,
can still look good. The women back in the day, they used to look real beautiful and pretty and look like they take care of yourself.
yeah,
And now it's just like, gotta go, hair up in a bun.
yeah. Sundresses,
Yep.
sundresses were still are, and I think they were like a '60s thing.
Yep.
And you see them going through stages where, and then all of a sudden they get popular again, and then they kind of fade off, and then they come back again. Um,
Morning, Lake.
yeah, I don't know how we get on that subject, but yeah,
Yeah.
I just thought that was an interesting video, and it's some of the stuff you find on X. Um, it could be something like this. Ah.
No. Is it a Walmart scene? No.
Mark Zuckerberg reveals giant teal
Ah,
statue of wife. Yeah, and on top of it, he posted on Instagram, which he owns. Uh, yeah, there's the statue right there.
my goodness.
I don't know. I think yeah. Here's the picture that he posted on Instagram. Um, in his backyard, evidently. I don't know the. I mean, you have billions of dollars. Let's have a statue of your wife and put it in the backyard, and
I could have thought
I
of
don't.
better ideas with the money that he used for that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, you got all that money. You might as well do something with it. I can just imagine, um, 1,000 years from now, if there is 1,000 years from now, somebody coming across that statue, and they probably think it's some demon lady or something.
Yep.
Um, I'm sure there's a meaning behind it, but I don't even want to go down that road.
Right.
That's freaky by itself. And it matches her favorite cup of coffee too. Uh, uh,
Maybe it's
aren't you?
something about her nationality with the color, jade color.
I don't know.
Like, mm, tradition, religion. I don't know.
We Disney's in the news again.
Mhm.
Disney argues wrongful death suit should be tossed because plaintiff signed up for a Disney Plus trial. And within that, they cannot be sued for anything. Even
Ugh.
if a loved one has died because of, so evidently he signed up for a free trial. He didn't even pay for it. It was just a free trial. Um, and in that contract, he can't sue uh, Disney for that. It's a wrongful death thing that happened at Disney World or something like that. I forget the details, but yeah. Uh, be careful of the contracts you sign, even the ones that, signing up for Netflix or whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
might come back to haunt you.
That's kind of like you sign your life over to them, and
Yeah, pretty much.
you can do. Yep. That's
Uh, Israel, yeah, not so much rockets, as far as I know, but um, they are still being hit, and I don't think Gaza's attacking them at the moment. or I should say rockets, but the other nearby places are
Mm-hmm.
not Iran yet. So there's something fishy with all that. Um,
Morning,
but
64.
Detroit's in the news. better hope
Mm.
better hope 1-on-1 doesn't get this judge. But Detroit judge scolds student during courtroom field trip, places her in handcuffs in jail uniform. So let's go ahead and watch this. Well, maybe.
Jerome Moore talked
There
with
we go.
reporters in Ann Arbor today, opening with a statement about the current NCAA investigation. Moore said Michigan is cooperating with the NCAA fully, and in his
No.
words said they have in the past.
What are
and
you
will.
doing? This ain't what you're supposed to be playing. Well, let's refresh it and see if it comes back the right one.
But
Oh,
first,
here we
the
go.
action a judge took against a teenager on a field trip to his courtroom has some asking, is he out of order? Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. The teen who fell asleep ended up in a jail uniform and handcuffs. Tonight, Judge Kenneth King is standing by the way he handled it, but a law professor takes issue with what happened.
7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Olsonida has the video showing how it all played out.
I spoke to Judge Kenneth King. He stands by what he did, placing a 16-year-old in handcuffs after she was allegedly misbehaving on a field trip in his courtroom.
One thing you'll learn about my courtroom is that I am not a toy. I'm not to be played with.
What started out as an informational field trip with the Greening of Detroit nonprofit Tuesday to the 36th District Court in front of Judge King.
This is the 36th District Court for the city of Detroit. We do just about everything that happens in the city of Detroit.
Quickly turned into Judge King getting visibly agitated over a sleeping student in his courtroom.
You fall asleep in my courtroom one more time, I'm putting you in the back, understood?
Judge King had her removed from the courtroom, but he told me that didn't fix her, quote, attitude. And that's when he pulled out the jail uniform and handcuffs.
That's not something that normally happens, but I felt compelled to do it because I didn't like the child's attitude.
King says he was trying to teach the teenager a lesson on behavior and respect in court.
I haven't been disrespected like that in a very long time.
He then threatened the girl with jail time.
I'm going to go to sleep tonight while you're sitting in the juvenile detention facilities.
Was I really going to do that? Probably not. Could I have? Probably so. But that's not what I want to do to a kid who's there on a field trip.
His methods on teaching the youth now raising questions within the legal community. Larry Dubin, a former attorney with a background in legal ethics and now a law professor, making his concerns heard.
Just totally inappropriate. There were so many other ways in which to have helped that young girl learn. I have never seen anything quite like what I saw that took place in the courtroom.
The nonprofit running the field trip
And
told me in a
yes,
statement,
he's
quote, although the judge
a
was
professor
trying
at
to
a
teach a
woke
lesson of
college, by
respect,
the way.
his methods were
Mhm.
unacceptable. The young lady was traumatized by the judge's
Oh, yeah.
unnecessary disciplinary treatment
He'll,
and scolding. The
the
judge
parents
standing
will
by his
sue him
methods, though, saying
eventually.
it
You
was all
watch.
just to help
Yep.
children from being in his courtroom later in life.
So that was my own version of scared straight.
And Judge King tells me that he has
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. That she was
He-
being disrespectful in the courtroom. Kids nowadays, I could understand his frustration a bit because of the way the kids act nowadays.
Oh yeah.
You know, absolutely. It's
You
Oh,
remember
boo-hoo.
Scared Straight back in the day?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean the real one, not
Yes.
the
The real
one
one,
where
yes.
they can't touch them or they can't raise their voice or anything now. But
Yep.
back then,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't want to mess with anybody.
They had
Uh,
they called it Bad Kid Camp.
Yeah, I
This is
remember when
nowhere.
they one of the kids swung at one of the officers, and they slammed him to the ground,
Yep.
gagged him, the whole 9 yards. Now they, it's okay, it's okay.
Oh, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Go sit in the corner with your pudding. You'll be okay.
Okay, we got good old
Morning, Troy.
Biden's in the news again.
Ooh, no way. Really?
Yeah, he beat inflation. If you guys didn't know this,
Yep.
Biden,
Man.
he beat it. I'm still waiting to see how he beat it. But anyways, let's listen.
Inflation, Mr. President. Yes. I told you we're going to have a soft landing. We're going to have a soft landing. My policies are working. Start writing that way, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Start writing that way.
Yep.
So he's telling them to write the news the right way, evidently, that he beat inflation.
Okay.
This is him beating inflation, by the way. There's a chart. To me, I don't think I think it's supposed to go down if you're beating it.
Oh wait, he must have had the paper upside down when he was reading it.
Maybe.
Yep.
Whoops. Oh boy. Let's find a good one here. Okay. This guy has a big following on TikTok and all kinds of social media. He works at an amusement park where the people drop from a high level, and it used to be called like a parachute drop or something, but you go way up and they drop you straight down. Anyways, this is what he does.
Guys, I always keep forgetting them shoulder straps. Hold on, I gotta put them on real quick. All right, guys. My dummy. I'm so dumb, I forgot to put the shoulder strap on. Hold on. Right on your seatbelts. I gotta come check it. Ladies, just stay for a second. I got something wrong with the chain. There's a knot in it. Hold on, let me come check it. Hold on, ladies. There's a knot in the chain. It looks like I gotta fix it. Hold on.
I'll probably think that we're done.
One major thing, ladies. I forgot the shoulder straps. Let me put them on. Hold on. I'm just saying there's something wrong with the seatbelt. Put your hands up real quick so I can check the
seatbelt. Oh man.
Oh, poor. He does this all the time.
That's too funny, though.
I thought that was funny.
I'd be yelling obscenities. Those would be my last words. I'd be like telling him where he was going.
Hey, Camel Carl.
Camel Carl.
And this next one here, imagine getting up in the morning and hearing this awful noise on the roof, and you go out to your front door and you see this.
See how bad it looks here. This is all happening in front of 62 Wood Brick Drive, which is a residential area. But as we bring this shot out, it's going to look so much worse. Just the way this 30-inch main broke, it is literally dousing this house with water at a high rate of speed. What we know at this point is that there were contractors doing work in the area. They hit that main and made that 30-inch main break here on Woodbrook Drive between Rainford Road and Mill Pond Way. Now, believe it or not, even with the geyser that is coming out of the ground in that massive hole in the ground, it appears that water pressure should be okay for residents. However, there are two residents that have been displaced because of this. Obviously, the home in the middle of your screen had to be evacuated. See how bad it looks here. This is all
evacuated out of your house because it's being sprayed.
You know what they called that on the news when I saw that? They said somebody's getting their house washed for free, power washed. I'm like, oh no.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Oh boy.
That's like, that's funny. Not really. Yes and no.
Yeah. Oh
Sucks.
man. Could you just imagine? Because there's going to be some major damage.
Oh yeah. That's like having a fire hose on your house for like an hour.
It's ripping the shingles off.
Probably
not to
busted
mention it's probably going through the windows because those are busted by now. Ugh. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Big one.
Definitely.
A big claim for damage.
Hey, Rook. Or
we got the waffle guy in here.
Yeah.
That waffle guy. Who's that waffle guy? Hi, Waffle.
Okay. It is time for What Life's Day in History. And today, let's go ahead and scroll down here. On August 15, 1969, the Woodstock Music Festival and Art Fair opened in upstate New York. Over 460,000 people attended the 3-day festival, which would become a watershed event in American music and culture. I remember when it rained. Well, I don't remember it because I was just 1 year old, but I remember watching it afterwards and seeing the rain. It was a big mud pit. Also on this date in 1057, Macbeth, King of the Scots, was killed in battle by Malcolm, the eldest son of King Duncan, who Macbeth had slain. 1914, the Panama Canal officially opened as the SS Encore crossed the just completed waterway between the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean.
Pat says she remembers that when she was young.
Which one? I hope not Babette.
No. I'm sorry, Woodstock probably.
Oh.
I know it would be Woodstock unless she's like a couple thousand years old. But
yeah, I'm hoping it's Woodstock or what was this other one? 1914. That I don't know. That's stretching it there.
Man, I'm sorry.
Let's see. 1935. Hermes Will Rogers and aviator Willie Post were killed when the airplane crashed near Point Barrow in Alaska Territory. 1947, India gained independence after nearly 2,000 years
200
of
years.
British rule. Oh, 200, yeah. In 1961, as workers began constructing a Berlin Wall made of concrete, East German soldier Konrad Schumann leapt to freedom over a tangled of barbed wire. Yeah, I think yesterday we had something about that too, about Germany, about the wall and whatnot. But that's just a little bit. There's a bunch of stuff here for this. Oh, that looks interesting. Yeah. Oh, your dad went to Woodstock. That's cool.
Yes, that's how my parents met, my biological parents, and I am a product of that. Yep.
Good morning, Donna Bass. Oh yeah, I remember that, Troy. Yeah, I remember reading that too.
Yep.
Okay, that's good, Pat. I'm glad it wasn't the 1914 one. Or even worse, the
Bethel.
Yeah, the what's Macbeth lady getting? Oh, oh yeah, and this just came up too. Woohoo! U.S. Democrat Vice President nominee Waltz accepts CBS News offer to debate Vance on October 1st.
Woohoo!
That's going to be interesting.
It's going to be pretty interesting. Morning, Rose.
He's going to get roasted, I do believe.
Big time.
Even though he is in the news for I guess everybody calling him out for stolen valor. He was in the military, but the stolen valor is for when he said he went to he served combat duty. You didn't. You ran away. You went over to college and yeah. There is interesting news over in the Middle East, though. Iranian banks hit by major cyber thingy reported one of largest in history. Yeah, and this is their fuel infrastructure too. This is where they get all their money. Okay, come on. And it's Clover today. And he's purring already. No, you gotta sit down. Lay down. There you go. Yeah, so and of course they're blaming Israel and United States for this. So yeah, I thought that was good karma. Because they just hit Trump not too long ago.
Yep, they did. Hey, Bubba News, Country Human Network, Amy. Good morning. Country Human Network said.
Yeah.
Right?
Can't get no milk and eggs now.
Oh, goodness.
and I thought this was a good story. And I gotta mute it because he put music on here. It's such a pain. And it makes it sound so much better and everything, but I'm not sure when this was, but I still think it's a good story. Car crashed against the railing. Both doors are pinned. You got the guardrail right there where you can't open the doors, and this vehicle's full blaze. And you get people, all these people up here risking their lives because if that blows,
Yep.
all those people are gone. Not
Yep.
just because of the explosion, but the pressure of the explosion.
Oh, somebody had a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
I'll be
But
right
that
back.
little thing isn't going to do anything. Yeah, people don't realize it's not the fire or anything that would kill you. It's the pressure of the explosion because your bodies can't handle that shock. And it's amazing these people are, and I kind of think this is an older video. I mean, the clothing and everything kind of does look like it's older. And finally, somebody was able to break the window. You get a little bit of explosion right there. It knocks people off their feet. Even after that explosion, people are still there trying to get him out. And every one of them are heroes. And unfortunately, I'm not saying everybody has to go into a burning building or pull somebody out of a burning car or anything, but too much today, instead of being that person, hold on, let me pick my phone up and record you burning up in this car instead of helping you. And I thought that was a good video to see. Now, I'm not saying this is one thing or the other, but there's a lot of interesting stuff coming out about the J6. Not the stuff that happened at the Capitol building, but the boom boom that was found. Well, there's now video proof. Popo, and this is Capitol Popo, dropping it off at a certain time when this could have happened. Not saying it happened or anything, but yeah. This is what the person was supposed to look like that dropped it off, but they couldn't confirm it. Let me see if I have that video up here. Yeah, here we go. Let me go ahead and switch this over real quick. And we'll play that video here. And of course, there's no sound. And this is, oh, dang it. It jumped ahead. Let me go right there. Okay. Here he is pulling up, drops a guy off, another officer. One is already leaving. And you see where he points. Oop. See how he's pointing right there? And this is where it was found, right over here. And these are two split screens because they don't have the camera for that area, which is really odd. But This is where he's pointing, and it's over at that direction where the boom boom was found. He walks over there, and then this guy sits there and waits for him to come back. And this is the time frame when this is supposed to happen. But yeah, there's a lot going on with that. So it's all what you want to believe with that. Do you think it was, an outside source, or do you think it was actually Capitol Police that had something to do with it, or were they told to do something about it, or who knows? Yeah. Let's see here. And I mean, everybody likes parades, right? Some people do, but there's one going on, or had just happened. Taliban celebrates 3 years since U.S. fled Afghanistan. And I'm not going to play the video because you can see what's being driven down the road. These are what we left behind. And what we also, you can see the helicopter in the background of what we left behind. And this is their celebration. Of that day. So, what do you guys think about that? Not only did we lose a lot of people, good soldiers, because of the way that was handled and everything, we left millions and millions of dollars of equipment there. Just right here, you can see a long line of our equipment. It's ridiculous. Here, I'll go ahead and play it. I gotta mute it though because of music, but not. And it's even worse that their parade is our equipment that we left behind. That's a big ha ha. And evidently all this stuff was too expensive to transfer it out. And I my son actually flew over there to assess. They had, because he was a driver of one of these vehicles, and they actually sent him over to assess which ones should be shipped back and which ones are to be left there. And they were given a certain number. We're only allowed to take this many, so pick out the best ones out of those. And that's what they did. But yeah, one heck of a celebration, huh? But let's see here. Oh, yeah, already did that one. Yeah, let's check out Mr. Wall's guy here. And he's going off about, his stolen valor and making a big scene about it. So
these guys are even attacking me for my record of service. And I just want to say, I'm proud to serve my country, and I always will be. With my dad's encouragement, a guy who served in the Army during the Korean War, I signed up for the Army National Guard 2 days after my 17th birthday. I served for the next 24 years for the same reason all my brothers and sisters in uniform do. We love this country. Then in 2005, I felt the call of duty again, this time of being service to my country in the halls of Congress. My students inspired me to run for that office, and I was proud to make it to Washington. I was a member of the Veterans Affairs Committee and a champion of our men and women in uniform. I'm going to say it again as clearly as I can. I am damn proud of my service to this country. And I firmly believe you should never denigrate another person's service record. To anyone brave enough to put on that uniform for our great country, including my opponent, I just have a few simple words. Thank you for your service and sacrifice.
Now, if he said he served as, well, that's the thing. He didn't even get his rank right. When you sit there, say you serve, and then that's fine. Okay, you did. But when you say that you went to combat, that's a whole different story. That throws out everything else that you said you did. And when you say you're a higher rank than you really are, that's stolen valor. There's no way of looking around it. And I thought this also was pretty interesting. Since the UK is in the news so much, and if you talk about them, they're gonna evidently extradite people in the United States to go over there and serve 7 years in prison because talking about them on social media and whatnot. But former UK Prime Minister storms off stage after banner prank. And let's go ahead and watch this banner prank.
I support Trump and I want him to win. But
keep an eye up here.
And I think it's what I was saying a bit about incumbents. I think the average American is not doing well. And people do vote on, I think it was Bill Clinton's advisor who said it's the economy stupid. So I think that he will.
I think it's a head of lettuce. I don't know what that's referring to,
I've got
but
a list of Trump questions, by the way.
Where did it come from? And there she goes. Led by donkeys. Yeah, she wasn't too happy about that. In our last bit, well, not our last bit of news, but ouch. White House says Kamala Harris is responsible for the dumpster fire economy and inflation as she tries to distance herself from Bidenomics. Whoops. Yeah. She getting thrown under the bus now. Uh-oh. And you know who's going to be eating this up? Yep. Trump's going to be eating this up. And yeah, somebody's got to take the fall for it. Might as well be her. Also, on the same subject, we'll go to Vance here.
The New York Times. I wanted to ask you about the latest economic news from this morning, with inflation now being under 3%, the lowest rate since mid-2021. What is your sort of reaction to that news?
Well, I think the crowd reaction says it all. Look, when they say that inflation is down, they mean from a baseline where groceries are already 30% more expensive than they were when Donald Trump was president. And they're not saying it's coming down. They're just saying it's not going up as fast as it was 3 years ago. That is not a reputation or a record to brag on. That's a record to be ashamed of. Why did it take them so long to get inflation to where it is? And why are prices so high? It's because Kamala Harris failed to do her job. So if they want to go around, and this is, it's funny. Kamala Harris, on the one hand, will say, on day one, we're going to tackle the affordability crisis. And like I said earlier, Kamala Harris has been the vice president for 3.5 years. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, she's in effect been the acting president, because we all know Joe Biden isn't home. So she's been the one controlling government policy for 3.5 years. She says she wants to tackle the affordability crisis on day one. And then on the other hand, she'll say, oh, we've already got inflation under control. Well, which is it, Kamala? Which is it? The simple truth is America's credit card debt is getting higher. Americans are finding the basic necessities of middle-class life less affordable. Americans are becoming, especially young people, are becoming paupers in their own country. If we don't do better, our young generation, they're not going to own anything. They're not going to have anything. They're going to be renters in the country that their parents and grandparents built. Inflation is a disaster. Kamala Harris does not have a leg to stand on.
Well said. Well said. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and time to put something cute on here. And of course they put music on it, so I have to mute it.
Aww.
We got a little fox. Always like fox because they always look like they got a big smile on their face. Like that belly rubs. My belly, my belly. I wouldn't mind having a fox. And yeah, I know what time it is.
Uh-oh. Hope y'all ate. Is it that time?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Here we go. Oh, let me get her channel first.
Oh, boy. Strawberry rhubarb crumble.
Yep.
Welcome to the Biker Baker and Mr. Smith show. We are doing strawberry rhubarb crumble today. Myself, I have never eaten rhubarb. Billy has. I have not. My mom used to use it, make it, grow it, all that good stuff, but I had never tasted it. So, it's going to be a first for me all the way around. We're going to make it in my 10-inch iron skillet. I already got it greased up, put some oil in there, which it's seasoned good anyway, but I always like to start with a little bit of oil. So, we've got 2 cups of strawberries. You can use fresh, you can use frozen. I'm using frozen. And 2 cups of rhubarb cut up. It's kind of like celery when I was cutting it. It's all stringy. Billy
You're
tasted
supposed to take
it.
the
He's like,
string
I
out
don't
of it.
remember it tasting like that, but you know, when you're a kid, things taste a little different.
It was more sour when I was a kid.
Oh,
And
I
things
won't touch
happen.
it.
I just eat it raw. So.
Yeah, he just took
Nope.
the chunk out of it. Whoop. All right, so a half a cup of white sugar going in. Ooh. 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Bam! I don't know what an 1/8 is, but close enough. It's not very much. And cornstarch, 1.5 tablespoons. So let's see what we can get. There's 1 tablespoon. And we're just gonna guess about a half right there. All right. That's all that's going in the bottom of it. So we're gonna mix this all up. I know people say strawberry rhubarb pie is delicious. So we're making a crumble. It might be more like a, I don't know, I'm putting oats in the top of it. It didn't call for oats, but we'll have it like a crumble, and then I'm going to slip some oats on there. So mix that all up. We're going to pour that into my skillet. And we got it set at 375 degrees. Smells good. Them strawberries in there. All right. That's that part of it.
So no liquid or nothing in it?
Them
It makes its own, don't it?
It will make its own liquid.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going for the topping. Put my recipe up here.
Butter.
We've got 3/4 cup of flour, all-purpose flour. 1/3 cup of packed brown sugar going in. 3 tablespoons of white granulated sugar. A teaspoon of cinnamon. Look at me, I don't have my measurer out. Measuring spoons. 1/8 teaspoon of salt again. Bam. Loving it. And 6 tablespoons of cold butter. So
Can't forget the
I
butter.
got it kind of chopped a little bit here. Let's mix some of this up. Get her all mixed up first. We'll have to use our hands to get that butter all chopped up in there.
Guys, can you tell she loves her new salt and pepper shakers?
Like I said, I've got carpal tunnel on this right hand. I get shoots of electricity, it feels like, all the way through it. And I don't even have a thumb, it feels like sometimes. I can't open my pop. I have to have Billy open my pop.
She's very thankful for the gift.
Yes, I am.
So am I. I like using it as well.
A viewer sent them the new
All right.
salt and pepper grinders.
We're going to have to get in there with the hands.
Cool.
And
He's happy too because
now, if
he
you
gets
have like one of
stuff
them
made the right way.
yeah, one of those.
Yeah, well, those things.
I got one, but I'm just going to do it like this.
Because that's how you roll.
I do. Anybody else made strawberry rhubarb pies or crumbles or cake or something?
No.
Let me know how you like it. I've always heard people say that it's so good. I have not heard anybody say it wasn't, but it's just something I never thought I'd try. But hey, we're going crazy today.
Yeah, after
I want to try something different.
I ate raw rhubarb one time, got sick.
All
I
the
never
stuff I
touched it
make,
after that.
and Billy gets a pecan cinnamon roll at Amish. Not just a roll, but a tray of them. I'm like, what? All the stuff I make.
Hey, don't be telling on me.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Because you guys know he loves him some sweets. That's why he likes me.
Yes, it is.
I have to beg for it sometimes.
Yeah, right. You get it easily.
I'm going to pour in some oats too. Just because I can.
Hey, Niecy.
I don't know how much. Just
B. Charmin, B. Mitch.
And then we're just going to
Rose,
sprinkle
good to see
this
you.
on top of this mixture.
Well, that seems pretty simple.
It's so simple. And at a 375 degree oven, and you can make this in a 9x9 or 8x8 pan.
Hey, WTH.
It smells so good though.
So no crust or nothing. It just, wow.
It's a crumble. It's not a pie.
Mm-hmm. I see this.
Like a cobbler. So look at all this topping.
Wow. That's a lot of topping. That crunch of the topping is what I like, though.
I know you'll like that.
With all that butter in there, that ought to make it good.
All right, guys, just like that, we're going in the oven. And I'll let you know how long it takes and show you when it comes out. Be right back. All right, guys, the strawberry rhubarb crumble was in the oven for exactly 45 minutes. All right, here's what we got.
Oh.
There's what the bottom is. It smells so good up in here, guys.
Mm.
And doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of turning it upside down so we can see the bottom too. A little bit on the top. All right. We're going to give this a try. I said I've never had strawberry rhubarb before. And I got a little dab of ice cream because this baby's hot.
Look at that steam coming off
It
there.
just came out of the oven. So at 375, this is what you get. What do you call a fake noodle?
What do you call fake
You
noodle?
don't know. An impasta.
Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, I had to.
Mama got jokes.
Not dad jokes, mom jokes. Maybe a lot of jokes because I'm kind of putting off tasting this, but I know it's gonna be good. It smells delicious. My mom would be proud trying something different, some rhubarb, even though it's cooked.
And it's got strawberries in it.
Mm-hmm. That is good, guys. I never had strawberry rhubarb before. Oh, it's so good.
Okay, Shane.
See what you have been missing out on?
Mm. Oh,
It always pays to try something new.
I know. I'm learning. I do try stuff new now.
Because you never know what might be
That's
really
one
delicious.
weird looking spoon.
Just
I'll
because it doesn't
give-
sound that good. I mean, rhubarb. I'm thinking, how can rhubarb be a dessert?
With that, go ahead and drop their link again.
Hey, Free Hanley.
They're a good couple. And that's mainly what they do is cooking videos. Good stuff. Good stuff. And with that, we're at the end of our hour already. I don't think we got anything else. Let me look here. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. See if anything new pops up. Oh yeah, I have to show you guys the AI version of me.
Oh yeah. Hey.
I asked and this is on X because there's a thing on X that's called Conk or Crunk, and it's the AI for X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. But I asked it, what do you think I generate a picture of what you think I look like? And this is what it came up with. I mean, at least I got a beard. Evidently I got some kind of staff or a sword in behind me and stuff, but this is the AI version of me, evidently. This is what I'm supposed to look like, I guess. Which is interesting. Like, okay. And I also did before that, I asked it about Trump. I said, make Trump an image of Trump as Superman. And it did. There's good old Trump as Superman. And you know, he's all beefed out. But I thought I was like, dang, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, that's there it is.
I'm afraid to put in my description.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody's doing that. They're asking it, what do you think I look like? And I don't know where they're getting the information at. I'm assuming because my name's Bushcraft family, they figure Bushcraft and come up with the image. But why did they give me a beard? You know, I don't know. I thought it was interesting. And this just showed up on my feed, and I thought I'd share it real quick on X. And this is in Alaska. You look up here in the, I don't know if you can see it in this image, but I don't know if this is supposed to be the moon or what, but here, take a look at it. And this was yesterday. This was taken. And you can see the image up here. Get a different look at it right there. And this is what they picked up. They took a bunch of pictures of this. Different phases and whatnot. So really interesting. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And with that, guys, I am going to go ahead and show you the verse for today. And actually, this one was pretty good. It's short, but right to the point. And this is something you guys should take with you today. I can do all things in Him who strengthens me. That says it all right there. And everybody should take that with you today and let it empower you.
Amen.
Yep. And with that, I want to bid you guys a farewell, and we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so we'll have an extra bit of news tomorrow. I wish everybody have a blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow.